The usability on this, because of how smoky it was, I'm gonna have to. Oh, no, I'm sorry about all the stuff in the background. I'm moving, everybody. I guess I probably should have said that. I don't know. This is the Honest Sauce intro song. I won't take too long because it's spicy, yeah. Oh, so spicy, yeah. What is up, everybody? Welcome back to Honest Sauce and Spicy Stuff Reviews. I'm Lang, and I'm here to go on a journey with you into hot sauces and different spicy foods and see how they stack up, right? Just so you know, before we get started, I appreciate you guys watching the video, and don't forget I have a Facebook page. You can check that out. I'll put the link. It probably popped up somewhere by now. It'll be in the description as well, and I post all the video updates and stuff on there, so you might want to check it out. There is a Patreon page, but I haven't been pushing it. You can check that out. It's Honest Sauce on Patreon. And if you do like this video, please hit like and subscribe and the notification bell. All right? So today I got my Seattle shirt on, right? We're going to be rocking some Seattle stuff. Oh, my beads are messed up. Gonna rock my Seattle shirt because I'm gonna be doing some local Seattle sauces. Haxan, I believe is how it's pronounced, sauce. Oh, Haxan Sauce. Haxan Sauce is how it's pronounced. It's Haxan.com. I'll put a link to that in the description. I have 4 sauces to try. And we're gonna try to put these in like a heat order. We have a smoky coffee mole. Sounds delicious. We have serrano and roasted garlic. Then we have a pumpkin habanero. And then a tomatillo poblano. So what I'm thinking on these is we're going to go... Doesn't really tell you what the peppers are, so I'm going to go by what's on the label. We'll do smoky coffee mole first. Ooh, I don't know if I should do the tomatillo or the poblano. Let's do poblano first, then the smoky coffee mole, then the serrano, and then the pumpkin habanero. How's that sound? All right, first up we got tomatillo poblano. And it says here, enchanting fermented small batch hot sauce brewed in the heart of Seattle. Haxan Hot Sauce, haxansauce.com. Shake well, refrigerate after opening. Let's get into the ingredients. We got tomatillos, jalapeno peppers, green apple, poblano peppers, onion, white vinegar, lime juice, salt, and garlic. So pretty basic. I really like that. And the label's really cool. It's got this like kind of matte finish, but then the letters are kind of like they change color. So it's cool. And I like the little bottles like this size too. All right, let's open this bad boy and see what we got. All right. You can see the sauce is nice and pulpy and chunky. I like it when it's like that. Hopefully there's not too many seeds. I see seeds in there. But hopefully it's not too much on the seeds. I don't mind a little texture, but I don't want to be like chewing my salsa for too long. Woo, that was some suction. Yeah, it's really nice and thick in there. Let's see how this pours. It's coming out thick. Whoa. Yeah, that's pretty thick. Almost like salsa, man. It looks really good. I'm starting to smell it, and it smells pretty good. So let's go ahead and get this up to the nosy nose and give it a whiffy whiff. So this is Haxan Hot Sauce, Tomatillo Poblano, Pacific Northwest Fresh, man. Cheers. Oh, salt. What the? Why so much salt? Oh my gosh. That just like overpowered the whole pepper flavor because I got a little bit of the poblano and stuff, but so disappointing, man. That was really salty. And not like vinegar, not like a vinegar type of salt, just like salt. So I'm gonna say the intimidation factor was a 1 because it was poblano. I wasn't very nervous about trying this. My first impressions, though, were really high. I gave it a 7. Then, as far as the flavor goes, I would really like to get more of that poblano flavor and the tomatillo that was there, but the salt just overpowered it. And luckily, there was a little bit of that, which let me give them a 3. You know what? Ease back on the salt a little bit. Or maybe I'm just salt sensitive, but that was just really salty for me. The heat was a 1 because it's not really hot at all. No heat whatsoever. Anybody could totally use this, which is why I put the usability factor at a 10 because you could just use this with everything if you really wanted to. But the accessibility, I'm not sure. You probably have to order it online unless you live up here in the Northwest, you know. Especially in the Seattle area. Otherwise, you can order it online. So accessibility, while you can get it, you just can't run out and grab some. So I'm going to put it at a 6. The cumulative score was 28, which gives it a ranking of 4.66. Moving on. All right, next up we got, what's it called? Smoky coffee mole. That's what we got. And it says the same thing, except this also has, it says broadcast coffee and indie chocolate. So that must be the brands that they're using, the coffee and the chocolate in this. So let's look at the ingredients. We have tomato, fresh peppers, onions, coffee, dry peppers, apple cider vinegar, cacao nibs, raisins, garlic, salt, and spices. This sounds sweet. I probably should have did this first, probably. But let's go ahead and we'll have a look at this and open this bottle. All right, we can look at this one, but it's really just more thick. And I like the color of this. It looks really like chocolatey rust, right? Yeah, just a really nice chocolatey looking sauce. Let's pour this and see what it looks like. Yeah, nice and thick. Really deep color, man. You can see spices and stuff floating around in there and everything. So let's give this a smell and then taste it. I hope this one isn't as salty. I guess I didn't smell the poblano one. Maybe I would have noticed it was salt. This smells smoky. It smells like a lot of smoke. Is it liquid smoke? Oh, they must have smoked them. Really smoky smelling. That's basically what I'm getting. A lot of is the smoke. Yeah. So this is Smoky Coffee Mole by Haxan Hot Sauce. Cheers, everybody. Oh. Big dried pepper skin. This one's spicy. Some bitterness going on in it though. And it isn't as salty, but the salt level's a little bit elevated. Well, the vinegar was a nice thing, but I'm just really blown out by the smoke. I'm not really getting mole or coffee or anything like that. And there is this underlying bitterness. I wonder if it's the dried peppers. It might be the dried peppers. Yeah, the heat is just kind of, it didn't really, it felt like it was going to get more warmer than it did, and then it kind of just mellowed out and it's dissipating now. But this would be good to add to something if you wanted to add a smoky flavor too with a little bit of heat. So for Smoky Coffee Mole, I was not intimidated at all. It's a 1. Then for the first impressions, it was a 7 because I was really liking the way it looked. I really like the color of this one. I think it's a really super duper color. And I like the little flecks of like black in there. It's like charred, you know, smoky looking stuff. So I was really excited about it. I gave it a 7. For the flavor, I went ahead and gave this a 4. Just because it was just a lot of smoke. You know what I mean? It was just a really a lot of smoke. So that kind of knocked it down. If it was a little bit more balanced, it might have been a little bit better. And I didn't really taste the coffee or the chopped mole part either. The heat factor, it was warm. I mean, my mouth is totally fine now. It just kind of like started to go up and then it just dissipated. But it was a nice little warm hug. But it was still only about a 1 for heat level. The usability on this, because of how smoky it was, I'm gonna have to. Oh no, I'm sorry about all the stuff in the background. I'm moving, everybody. I guess I probably should have said that. I don't know. But for the usability, since it was so smoky, I'm giving it a 6, and then the accessibility will be the same as the last one, a 6. Okay, and for the same reasons. All right, so let's move on to the next one. All right, next up we got serrano roasted garlic. If you can see it. And this says the same thing as the other one about the small batches and stuff, so we'll just go ahead and get into the ingredients. We have serrano peppers, poblano peppers, garlic apple cider vinegar, water, mezcal, honey, and salt. So this will be interesting, you know. Mezcal, I think it's like alcohol, right? All right, let's go ahead and open this. And this sounds delicious because I love garlic. And kind of the same thing. It looks like you can see the roasted flecks of the pepper in there, though, this time. And I feel like I'm not seeing hardly any seeds in here. So let's go ahead and get into that. All right, here we go. Yeah, these are all nice and thick. Oh my gosh, I can't. Let's see if that helps. Sometimes you gotta open it and give it a shake if you have a clog at the top. Yeah, there, that's a little better. Let's see how it pours now. There we go. Yeah, these are all nice and thick, and I'm not seeing hardly any seeds in this. So they must have strained the seeds out. So good on them for that. It's got a little bit of a darker color than the tomatillo poblano. So let's get into this one and see what we got. All right, now here we are at the pumpkin habanero. It's got that really nice pumpkin color going on, and again, another thick-looking sauce. Not seeing much but the pumpkin color and the habanero color, so I guess there is a couple seeds and stuff in the bottom there. Let's open that. All right, here we go. Super thick, man. Like, don't accidentally feed this to your baby. Ooh, I can. Damn. I got a whiff of the vinegar and the peppers. You can totally see like how thick and pulpy that is. Looks like there's a lot of squash and stuff in there, and there is a couple seeds, but that's about all that's going on. I just like the color of this, and I can smell it right now, and I can't wait to give it a more in-depth whiff. So let's do that. I don't know. I feel like this might be salty too. But I smell the garlic and the peppers, so I mean they smell good. But I just have a feeling this might be salty. So let's see. Serrano roasted garlic by Haxan Hot Sauce. Everybody, cheers. Yeah, salt. Oh, it's so much salt. I'm gonna have to like take a blood pressure pill or something after this. Blew the pepper flavor out. I don't even really taste any pepper. Well, that's a bummer, man. Man, this pumpkin better come through, boy. The heat's not really anything on that. It's just a warm tingle, kind of. Well, let's grade this one. Oh, shit. So for... I'm going to blow through this really quick. It's like ripping off a Band-Aid, right? 1 for intimidation. 7 for presentation and first impressions. 2 for flavor, because you know why. 1 for the heat, because you know why. And I'm going to give it a 4 for usability, just because that was just like salt, like basically salt. If you want to use salt, you could just buy salt. And you can get it online, so it's a 6, just like everybody else. Total cumulative of 21, which gives it a ranking of 3.30. All right. Let's move on to hopefully the saving grace of this. Pumpkin habanero. Blah, I can't even talk. And last but not least, we have the pumpkin habanero. Yeah, so the bottle says the same thing as the other ones. And let's get into the ingredients. I'm really excited about this because I like squash and pumpkins and stuff in sauces. I think the last really good one I had was the karma sauce, the extreme karma. I think that had butternut squash in it. It was really good. Ingredients: we have pumpkin, habanero peppers, white wine vinegar, onion, ginger, garlic, water, and salt. So I think this one's probably going to be the hottest, and I'm excited to get into this. So let's not waste any time and open it. All right, now here we are at the pumpkin habanero. It's got that really nice pumpkin color going on. And again, another thick-looking sauce. Not seeing much but the pumpkin color and the habanero color. So I guess there is a couple seeds and stuff in the bottom there. Let's open that. All right, here we go. Super thick, man. Like, don't accidentally feed this to your baby. Ooh, I can. Damn. I got a whiff of the vinegar and the peppers. You can totally see like how thick and pulpy that is. Looks like there's a lot of squash and stuff in there, and there is a couple seeds, but that's about all that's going on. I just like the color of this, and I can smell it right now, and I can't wait to give it a more in-depth whiff. So let's do that. I mean, I smell the habanero and the sweetness from the pumpkin and stuff, but I feel like this is gonna be another salt bomb, man. Why? You guys need to do something, like bring somebody in to taste your sauces before you bottle them or something. All right. Pumpkin habanero by Haxan Hot Sauce, everybody. Cheers. Salt. Salt. Why? That would have been awesome if they didn't have all that salt in there, because I could taste the pumpkin. I could taste the habanero. The heat's ramping up. It's stinging my tongue. Why so much salt, man? I'm so bummed out about this. It's warming up. Got a nice burn on the sides, in the back, on the very tip. Very stingy and very habanero-y. At least the salt kind of subsided, but that I could... at least I got the initial flavor of pumpkin first, before the salt came in and kind of assaulted everything. Probably my favorite out of all four. Okay, yeah, I got a little perspiration going on that one too. So that was a lot better, a lot more enjoyable than the first three, I think. Let's get into the rating. First impressions were a 3. I mean, intimidation factor was a 3 because it was habanero. I wasn't sure like how hot it was going to be. First impressions were an 8 because I really enjoy squash sauces. I really like the way this looked. I was really excited to try it, so it got an 8. For the flavor, it was a lot better than the rest of them. The salt, though, if you guys could lower the salt level, these sauces would probably sing a lot more. I gave it a 5 for flavor. Heat, it was a little bit above a 1, but not quite a 2, but I'm going to go ahead and give it a 2. I mean, I'm still warm in the tongue area right now. And as you can see, I did start to perspire a little. I have a little bit of a glow. So, usability, you could use this on a lot more stuff. You could probably just go ahead and across the board with it, add it to things, use it as a topping, as a hot sauce. It's just the salt's a little much, but you can still do it, so I'll give it a 10 for that, just because of that. And, of course, the accessibility is going to be at a 6, just because Northwest regional small batch sauce, you're not going to probably find it too many places other than online. So, total score of 34, which gives it a ranking of 5.66, everybody. Yeah, so overall, I think they tried, but I just think because they fermented it, which means there's salt fermentation, that it might have been too much. They probably should have not added any salt to it after they drained it or whatever they did. Especially if it was a pepper mash that had salt in it, I probably wouldn't have added any salt at all. And then maybe thin it out a little bit more so that the flavors come through a little bit more. So go check out their website. I'm not saying don't try these, but go try them. That's all I have to say about that. And that's going to do it for this episode. What do I have coming up next? Oh, the next video, I went ahead and bought the Palo Alto Firefighters hot sauces, and we're going to go ahead and get into those and see how those are. Because I believe I did the XXX Ghost Pepper packets, and they had 3 sauces, so I got 3 of them, and we'll revisit XXX Ghost Pepper and try their other 2 sauces and see how they are. All right? So until next time, if you guys liked the video and made it this far, I appreciate you watching. Thank you very much. If you could click the like button and hit the subscribe button, that would be greatly appreciated. And if you could do the notification bar, wherever that's at, do that. But most of all, man, I just kind of want you guys to take care of yourselves and love yourselves and maybe hopefully nurture yourselves to grow a little bit and become more awesome than you already are. And then you can spread that out to everybody around you and everything. And then maybe you can eventually go out and buy some more hot sauce and spicy stuff, right? I love you guys. Take care. I'm out of here. Peace. This is the Honest Sauce intro song. I won't take too long because it's spicy, yeah. Oh. so spicy, yeah.